Hi and welcome to yet another Pegani deck review. My name is Emil and today I will show you these beautiful playing cards, the Orbit V5s by the orbitround.com. Chris Brown is back with the 5th edition of the Orbit playing cards. This time we get this very nice turquoise color with a new tuck case with a matte finish instead of the blank finish, and just overall some improvements. On the front we don't have the playing cards anymore, it just says Orbit. We have a white thin border. We also have, of course, we have the ring on the front, just like on the other. On the side we have some ad copying. On the back we have the back design, which we will get into. On the side here it says 5th edition, and on the top we have the 23, this is the lucky number, and this custom tuck seal. The seal is in a bit darker turquoise with the orange ring on it. And if we open it up we get some nice little text right here. The deeper you gaze into the cosmos, the harder it is to look back. Persist and endure. The smaller tongue flaps here do have the rocket and a planet on it. Inside of the tuck case we have this very nice orange color with some Instagram ads on it, and that just makes for a very nice tuck case overall. Let's get to the playing cards of the V5s. I was a huge fan of the V1s, the V4s, but this deck just takes it away from me. The color scheme on this one is just absolutely beautiful. We have a turquoise color with some orange and this white glowing ring in the middle. The colors are kind of washed out. They don't feel as shiny as on many other decks, and I just think that the persistency of this matte coloring, which we also see on the faces, which you will see later, is just absolutely amazing. We have the signature ring in the middle of this back design, which in this case almost looks like it's glowing because it's just so brightly white. And then we have these meteors, and a interesting thing about these meteors is that the line left behind by it breaks the border and actually goes all the way out to the edge of the card, which makes for this very nice line which is visible, especially when you fan the cards out. It is very visible. This back design is by far the most beautiful design that the Orbit crew has designed until now. I mentioned that the colors are also washed out on the faces, which they are. The indexes are non-standard, but they almost look like it. We have a very light matte red, and we have an almost dark gray black on the black cards. With this deck you get 2 gaff cards. You get a doppelbacker, which is great for Magic, and you also get an extra 8 of spades, which will also be in hand for many other effects. The jokers are identical, and this time they are actually colored, which in my opinion is something that really suits this deck. The colors are almost like a Tintin comic book. It is just beautifully illustrated and I really like it. The court cards on these cards are by far not standard. We have some different faces on these cards, which are family and friends, his wife, his dad, etc. And the 4 aces are also beautifully illustrated cards. The pips on the aces are a bit bigger in the middle, which I think is something that every card designer should have in mind. It looks absolutely beautiful. And then we have this wonderful ace of spade, again with the illustrated astronaut looking back at the earth, again in color. Just a beautiful choice to colorize those things on this deck. This deck does also have a very subtle one-way design. This deck is printed by the United States Playing Card Company. It is printed on the retail stock with a thickness that is a bit thicker than the Orbit V4s, which in my mind doesn't do anything to the deck. They still perform and handle very well. If you like the Orbit line, that's your luck, because Chris Brown has previously told us that he wants to do 10 of these. Now he's halfway, and I think this is just a quantum step from the other decks that we have seen. These are beautiful illustrated cards, which fit both for Magic, but also very much for cardists. It's a very visual deck with especially this orange line going through, which will make for beautiful displays in cardistry. These cards are highly recommendable, and I would tell you to get them, especially if you have others in the Orbit collection. This will just be another part of that one, and these cards are by far, in my opinion, the superior one. Don't forget to check out all the other videos of all the different playing cards that we have on Pegani. See you next time for a deck review.